leaving. He's like, fine. Fine, I see how it is. Oh, screw this station. All right, Apex pilot, have fun with this. The Apex driver's like, what the hell did you just get me into? What did you call me into? I should have known. Someone calling me in next to the Mafia's main place of business, main military installation. Can you do it? Can you do it? I can't even see how much hold they have. 42, 22. Come on, you can do it. You're gonna blow me up, aren't you? You are a horrible. I need a refund. I need to speak with your manager. One of them is here. I do see our old tracks. Let's see if we can get on top of the Type 8 now. Bonk. Yeah. Oh, stay. Perfect. Heck yeah. 10 out of 10, right? Do. See, we're fine. Plenty of fuel. Just look at the dang fuel bar. It's like 1 pixel. No fuel rats today. The music back on. Oh god, I'm hot. Why am I so hot? Why am I so hot? Nobody clip that. Where Where is he moving? I don't see him anywhere. Oh, there he is. Yeah, he's shooting at someone. Let's go.
Ship restraints disengaged. Commence departure.
Bye, Franz. Using the other guy as a meat shield.
Disengaging automated flight control routine.
And we come over here and we're like, okay. Here we go. We're gonna drive. Driving along. As I barely see it over the steering wheel. I can't see. I don't know where I'm going. Oh my gosh. So now we're coming to Odyssey bases basically. Oh look, hey, there's one and there's the other. This. Oh my, what the heck? Hey there, everyone. How's it going? How's it going on another wonderful whatever day it is? I don't even know. We're gonna be doing some building. We gotta get our Algenib colonization done. So we're headed over that way. I was out with this ship doing the scavenger hunt stuff with the Orion and the Cygnus. That was a scary love. How's it going, Anonymous? How's it going? So now we just head over to Algenib, and then our the squad carrier should already be there, and our Panther Clipper should be on the squad carrier, so that shouldn't be too big of a deal. We just have a few jumps left here in our lovely, lovely Asp Explorer that I retrofitted to be a hot zone explorer. No, it's got you know, it goes good for the look, guys. Where'd the stats go? 1,006 shield health, 1,048 armor health. And still 47 light years of jump range, so it can at least survive a single ganker, you know? And that's the point of a hot zone explorer. Because if Lacon's getting anything, it's a building up whole. And I guess we don't have the Riot game sessions anymore on the background music list for the moment until Riot fixes their shit. Because apparently that's whole been broken. And they're just auto-muting all the Riot game sessions music, which shouldn't be happening. It's supposed to be DMCA free, but they apparently switched their music distributor to Virgin Music, and I guess Virgin Music didn't get the memo that those songs are not supposed to be copyrighted. Like they went back and like auto-muted like all the old VODs too. It was ridiculous. But you know, I was like, what is going on? I was like, you know what, Lily Pup knows a bit about Riot Games. Let me ask her, and she knew exactly what was going on. I'm like, okay. Got 3 jumps. There we go. That's not bad at all. Oh yeah, I'm correct. Yeah, I took it.
Frameshift drive charging.
Up. See, it scoops a little slower though, because I had to put on the max size shield for this build, but downgrade the fuel scoop slightly. But we'll scoop it before we head out to the squad carrier, because the squad carrier is going to be deep in next to the black hole. So we're going to start with building the black hole station that we have out there. And then we need to build the other two things, and then we should be able to place the Coriolis. And that should hopefully be a good refinery base for our colonies out here in the Spinward region.
Fuel scooping. Frameshift drive charging.
And any of our other upcoming colonization plans. There we go, finally the Gamma Pegasi, also known as Algenib. It's the star that forms the wing of the Pegasus, and that's our colony. We need to fill our fuel tank for this, because the squad carrier is a bit in there. And I'm going to preempt, but since this is not a SEO optimized, I think we're going to need some of those too.
Warning. Temperature critical.
Just because of this. Ah, that trick doesn't work anymore. Okay. At least on this build.
Weapons rearmed.
I used to do that so often with in Distant Worlds 2. Just whatever scooping, you'd hit 90 and then you'd do that, and it would be enough to cool it off. But this version of the build just runs a little too hot, I guess, for that. All right, let's head on over there.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
I'm noticing at least the Asp Explorer doesn't toss too terribly crazy compared to some of the other SEO unoptimized. Stays fairly true, at least, except for sometimes it does that, but for the most part, it's pretty steady. Fuel usage, that's the main concern. This starts to get tossed here after like a few seconds here.
Main fuel tank low.
Where's the 10%? I'm gonna...
Heat sink
There we
deployed.
go. And I'll just have to super cruise the rest of the way. Got halfway there at least. Enjoying the view as we go the rest of the way. Hopefully it shouldn't be too terribly long. That we get a good speed. I think it's going to slow down right about 510. Yeah, it's slowdown is slowing down. Still slowing though. But they'll be like a minute 30 more. I think it's starting to steady out. Or, you know, it's been a while since I flew this ship. This is our ship we flew on Distant Worlds 2, actually. And I'm glad it has a purpose again. You know, I've spent so long exploring this ship too. All of Distant Worlds 2, the first half of Celebration of Early Astronomy 1. So like, definitely explored a lot in this ship. It was the ship that I tagged the planet Jacques Station orbits in. I have the first mapping tag. It was this ship. Yeah. Got an Asp Scout on the radar. Oh, what's the Asp Scout doing all the way out here? towards our black hole. All right, and then like, how much arcs do I have? Can I do the rename yet? What do I got at the moment for arcs? Just 827 moment. I'll buy that later. See if I'll actually set my name because I think I can still test. View. There's also going to be like the modern, the really weird hip hotels with the V instead of the U. Singular. Which is singularity. Those silly modern hotels do, and other businesses doing the V's instead of the U's. It should be a tourist economy when I make it. Oh, hey, Doc. How's it going? I've been doing good. How about you? You said you're good, so I already got an answer. We're going to be working on some of our colonization here. We got some other upcoming plans, too. That'll be rather interesting, because I noticed the system we're going to be chaining off of. I won't go into details yet, but the system will be... Black Star apparently made a chain somewhere, and then we're going to be popping off of that chain towards something else, too. We're going to be dragging Black Star along somewhere. But otherwise, OPSEC. And it doesn't appear anything you guys are going for. You guys chain past where we're going, so we're just branching. So I was like, oh, who owns this system? Black Star. Okay. That's the one we're starting to branch off of. And then we'll have to go to election against you guys for our own control eventually. That'll be fun. But it's a really, really cool system. That's why I'm going to OPSEC that. Oh, so far only my own squadron. Yeah, I'm OPSECing it. Only my squadron commanders right now even know it. Not even my non-commander squad members know it. Oh, what system did I come from? Well, this isn't the one. But I mean, no, I'm gonna OPSEC. Yeah, just all of that. At least not on stream. I know you. I might be able to tell you just like in DM or something. But yeah, I won't say it on stream publicly just in case, because yeah, it would be juicy for snipers to snipe. So. But first, we got to offload all the stuff we put on our squadron carrier here, because we're going to need to use the squadron carrier for that, and rapidly, because it's going to be 3 jumps, I think, to it. So we're going to have to rapidly, boom, 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 you know, just to make sure nobody catches us unawares, you know. Just curious who the architect is. Well, there's 2 different systems that we still haven't decided which one we want to pop off of. They're both Black Star, but I think they had different architects, so. Because there's like 2 that are both like equidistant to our target. It's just like which are they. And there's 2 different routes, the same amount of jumps to each, but it's like, okay, we have to look at those interim systems to see which ones we would actually want as well. I mean, you've probably seen the discussions on them. I can't remember. Well, okay, you're technically not squadron commander, but since you're my moderators, you actually have full access to the Discord anyways. But yeah, I trust you enough as well. So.
Permission granted. Please approach your designated landing pad in good time.
And then our Panther Clipper should already be aboard here.
Landing gear deployed.
Although, speaking of system chains, what I think is one of the funnier ones, though, around here, and I could show this one at least. So, around here, there it is. Totally not a Demons crew. Oh, it's TC. What's the name of their squadron? One of these is Demon. I even know is the architect on one of these. Get all those out of there. Get out of there. Royal Colonial Guard. Yeah, Royal Colonial Guard made this chain from like here, and then they went like out like here. They're doing something. I don't know what they're doing, but point is, instead of starting from all the way over here, they could have just started from Algenib and just. Why I find it funny. It's like we were right there, you know. you could have saved like 30 jumps. Hey, Phoenix, how's it going? I keep calling it their faction control. I don't even think they were pulling themselves, even in this case. Like, I think they're pulling just some random NPC faction on all those systems, if I remember correctly. So they're just beelining. I think they said, because I asked Demon about it, I think they're eventually like just aiming for the heart and soul way out there. Alright, so this Mobius Legacy is the ones we'll need to pull from. Sorted these all out. We just need to pull whatever is from Mobius. Another Mobius.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Landing clamps disengaged. Please watch for traffic during departure.
Frameshift drive charging. 3, 2, 1.
Ourselves in range there. I still wish they would fix this though. Like, it's so weirdly leany compared to other ships. Pull right on down in there.
Integrity compromised. Taking damage. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Let's take all the damage.
Ship released.
And back over to Pinnell.
Retracted. Integrity compromised.
So Blue, I gotta ask, have you tried the mustards yet? Nice, nice. Did you like them at least? Hopefully. The Neves mustard. Which one? The for the turkey sandwich.
3, 2, 1, engage.
The Lovensenf. Probably, I would say it's less spicy of the two. They're kind of honestly equal. I guess the cold mints could be more spicy.
Fly safely, Commander. Clearance denied. Docking permission denied. You need to move within 7.5 kilometers of our carrier.
I was kind of sad I couldn't find the so the Lovensenf Extra Hot also is available in like toothpaste tubes, like for travel, like, you know, keeping in your purse or whatever, travel toothpaste tubes of mustard. Yeah, I was sad I couldn't find any of those in town. Cause that would be perfect. Perfect pocket mustard.
Attention, Commander. You need to deploy your landing gear.
Landing gear deployed. Hull integrity compromised.
Because there was like someone that was selling them on Amazon, but then I was like looking at it, he's like, "Oh, I received an expired one," and I received an expired one. All these reviews, I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not risking that then." Are you gonna go? If you could find me a song about Lovensenf Extra Hot tube mustard, I would be amazed, honestly. I don't know if people are quite nerdy enough to make a song about that. I mean, Lovensenf is like one of the considered like the holy grails in the mustard community, but I don't know if people have made a song about it.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Yeah, there's like a few other ones.
Ship has
Some of the other ones are harder to find out. The Lovensenf's the only one that I've had sort of a lead on getting in America, but then it was like everyone on Amazon's like, "Yeah, you got an expired one." It's like, okay.
Frame shift drive charging. 3, 2, 1, engage.
There we go. Now I just gotta dock again.
Docking request granted.
Find where the dock is. There it is. I think I see it over there.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Engines disengaged. Transfer this CMM composite. 71% on this.
Ship released. Engine.
Hey, you get the ketchup there.
Flight system off.
It's funny because we were just talking about mustard in a tube a minute ago.
Flight system off.
How did the mustard in a tube get there? Speedy going good. Getting our instructions set up here in Algenib.
We welcome your business as a carrier, Commander. Please enjoy your stay with us. Permission granted. Please approach your designated landing pad in good time.
Designated a landing pad over here.
Landing gear deployed.
And I guess get the stats out for the new Type 11, or not. Yeah, I guess, yeah, it's called the Type 11 Prospector, right? Yeah. See it. Oh, Big Mustard. There we go. How's it going, Glitch? I don't know if I'm just missing something. It just seems to me like the Python would still be a better medium mining ship.
Hull integrity compromised.
Oh, geez, and a big catch-up. Oh my gosh. We got the condiments for a burger at least.
Shut down. Welcome to a carrier, Commander.
Oh, it's near here. There's the same intersection. Oh yeah, if you could find some toothpaste tube ketchup or not. Chaz is confusing me now. I mean, if I had to find some toothpaste tube ketchup, that'd be pretty funny too. Let's be honest. Like, but if I could find some toothpaste tube mustard, that would also be great. Heck. Giant cat girl.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Landing gear charged.
Release confirmed. Departure authorized.
Oh yeah, Tommy's the other one. Yeah, the Tommy's the other one that I know of that does tube mustards. And I think yeah, Toby also has a ketchup and a mayonnaise tube. But you know, I don't know if Tommy can beat Koopy in the mayonnaise department, and I'm not really a ketchup nerd.
You are now clear.
I can't even honestly say I have a favorite or least favorite ketchup. It's ketchup. Did a fundraiser, had to dress in a maid outfit. The old man broski. Okay. You still think the car you see on the way to work sometimes is Neve? I don't know. Does it have an extreme amount of hail damage?
Docking request granted.
Covered in pride stickers has Mustard Queen on it. That is not mine, but I need to meet this person. Yeah, I don't. Well, I guess I do technically have bumper stickers because I don't particularly like bumper stickers, but my current car was previously my father's, so, you know, the old having to take the keys kind of thing. He had a National Park Service bumper sticker on it, so that's the only thing I really have on it. And then just a whole bunch of hail dents, and then a thing where a storm threw a tree at me. Yeah, they made the car identifiable. Yeah, it's like, and like the bumper, the National Park Service bumper sticker is like kind of like peeling off too. I just don't know how to, I don't know how to get it off without it like damaging the paint or quack. It's been on there so long, there'd be like a square, because it's square shaped quack. There'd be like a square where the paint's like not as sun faded or something quack. I don't know. Yeah, double quack. The leatherback turtle quack. Yeah, I don't know. I've never put on a bumper sticker, so I've never had to remove a bumper sticker, so I don't know how. Quack. I don't know, I probably should look it up and actually do it. I had to look up how to fix the clear coat once, quack, from some trail rash quack, where it had to pop back out of a minimum maintenance road in a way that basically caused me to have to scrape the whole side up against the tree. Quack.
Permission granted. Please approach your designated.
I managed to fix that, so maybe I could get a bumper sticker off quack. Alright, down we go again there, quack.
Landing complete. Cleared to disembark. Welcome, Commander.
And then Mobius, we need to draw some more from this, quack. 63, and then we got Mobius Algenib here. 52. Mobius Algenib here. 117 looks like. There we go, quack. Then Mobius Algenib here. Only 50 quack. There we go. That's 622 on that one. We'll have another 913 to go after this run. On that quack, whatever that is, liquid oxygen, I think it was.
Release confirmed. Please watch for traffic during departure.
Alright, over to the construction quack. Mustard Queen sounds like a good name for a plipper, to be honest. Yeah, maybe. If I ever do need to make another plipper, maybe.
You have less than no fire zone.
So I got Bobcat Lawnmower and then Feline Shaver 9000 for the respective accounts. I think the new scavenger hunt came with a green paint job, didn't it? Maybe I should put that on this thing. Whack. I already kind of got a green paint job on this thing as it is. It's very green. You can totally tell in this light. Going quack down here. Quack. Mixtures. I need to pop the game down. There we go. Let's pop on over here, quack. Oh, of course he had to give me a fine, quack. Dang it. Quack. Hopefully that doesn't interfere with anything, quack.
Hull integrity compromised. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
I was trying to turn down the volume of the game in my headset, quack, so I can actually hear the ducks quack. The game is really loud in my headset for some reason, quack. Alright, back over to Peniel, quack.
Engines engaged. Landing gear recharged.
They really wait, emerald paint jobs for like the Panther Clipper, quack? Almost too low. Quiet quack. For all the new ships, quack. Okay, interesting, quack. You gotta take a look at it maybe when we're at the Pinel. If I have the livery screen, I'll have to see what those look like, quack.
3, 2, 1.
We welcome your business
I
as
don't think I had seen those yet, quack.
enjoy your stay with us.
I'll have to take a look at those.
Standard docking procedure, Commander.
Then you bring the Void Black for the new ships. Yeah, the Void Black's like the one with the slight purple into it, isn't it? Yeah. That one was really good. And Corvid, yeah, definitely would. I think I have Void Black on NiamhKami's Type 7.
Landing complete. Cleared to disembark. Welcome, Commander.
Alright, let's see these emerald paint jobs then. Let's get on in there. We just gotta stand by. There we go. Now it's gonna let us. And with after some more standing by, apparently. There we go. Okay. Emerald. Oh, wow. Okay. That is a... You know what? For the Bobcat lawnmower, I might just have to do that. That's a lot of nice grass trimmings there. The Bobcat lawnmower. And this was what? The one from the... Actually, oh, I almost like that more because it's like you got the white lawnmower. This is all the grass clippings. Just down at the bottom. See what this actually looks like in the rear cameras here. That actually looks pretty nice as well for our silly name. Oh, but does that make that green? Hold on. It's like making that green there, isn't it? Whack. Need to check on making your car identifiable with an 07 Commander and Toon Roomie are available. Wasn't there more liquid oxygen, I thought, somewhere? Yeah, 913. I must have missed the insulating membrane earlier. More people are likely to recognize the former. Yeah. Oh, that's great. I had the actual proper opportunity to 07 Commander in Baldur's Gate 3 last night with Commander Lightfeather. That was great. Like 07 Commander.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Release confirmed. Please watch for traffic during departure.
Where is the black hole right now in relative to the orbit? Down over to our side, it looks like. It'd be like over there, I think.
Frameshift drive charging.
Put a Newcastle United license plate frame around and some badges as window decals, and wear a Joe Linton jersey everywhere. go. There's our landing pad over there.
Landing gear deployed. Hull integrity compromised. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Transfer all of that. 93. I think we only have like a run or two left on this thing, I'd imagine. Let us... No, not this carrier manager. I was going to say, let's get this jumped over to the other thing. Hopefully I don't need more than 15 minutes to do that. Oh, squadron carrier. Those are names. I recognize those as names. And the other construction is, oh, well, we got the one around, well, Meech Reach is there, but that's going to be around kind of just close enough to there anyways. How much do we need for Meech Reach, though? Oh, wait, no, Meech got finished. Never mind, so we don't even need anything from Meech. And then it was, yeah, should be here that we Alpha Bravo for Charlie.
Released. Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Nope, not that button. That was not the drop out button. That was the do the opposite of dropping out button.
Communications established. Welcome to a carrier, Commander. Attention, a hyperspace jump has been scheduled. Please finish any remaining tasks in this system prior to the carrier.
ED co-pilot not running again.
Access granted. Please follow standard docking procedure, Commander.
That was like what gave you like voices and stuff. I can't remember what ED co-pilot actually did. Not something that I run.
Landing gear deployed. Hull integrity compromised.
It also swears that you. Oh, you know, yeah, that is important.
Hangar crew is ready. Welcome, Commander.
Alright, there's Mobius. There's a Mobius. Any other Mobius? There's a Mobius. I see a Mobius down there. Ooh, that's a lot. Okay, is there any other Mobius? Is that the last of our Mobius? Ooh. That should be the last of it, looks like. To me, at least. We'll see, I suppose.
Ship released. Departure authorized.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
the engine sounds, doing every sound possible known to man.
Power integrity compromised. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Mortimer Van Cleef, all mad about dust and dirt. I figure for a Van Cleef, you'd like dust and dirt. We're building the future together. Congratulations, let me out of it. Alright, how much longer on this squadron carrier jump timer? Let's see if we can get a... Lockdowns in 7. Oof. I don't want to risk being stuck all the way out here on the asp. Oh, I guess to be fair, I won't be stuck all the way out here on the asp, even if I do. Okay, that's fair. Let's go. We'll go try and dock at the new station, check it out, see how it is. If it's going wildly fast or anything crazy because it's a black hole, I don't know. I need to actually navigate to the carrier, though, for that first. I think I just have the asp out here. I don't know if I have the Corsair out here with the Pinel.
Freight ship drive target. 3, 2, 1. Engage.
CAK will be departing for Algenib in 10:06.
Commander, please request docking permission before approaching a landing pad.
So I don't know if they haven't thoroughly tested yet, but apparently there's like a hypothesis that the squad carriers don't take from the same slots as normal carriers. Because apparently with the recent boost cruise, squad carriers were able to jump up there just fine when through the bottlenecks when normal carriers weren't able to get through the bottlenecks at the same points in time. So apparently there's a hypothesis that they don't take from the same pool of slots. Yeah, apparently they think that squad carriers take from the pool of slots that mega ships use. But it hasn't really had a chance to be tested yet with a new, because that was after the CG had wrapped up most recently, so there hasn't really been a good thing to test it on. Heyo, Toxic Blaze. Although they might have tested it now, they probably figured out something way to test it by this point. But I just remember reading that somewhere in a Discord, because there was some beef between I guess some squadron was basically like acting like they own Rackham's Peak and were like banned a whole squadron for daring put their fleet carrier up there. And it's like you don't own the system, bud.
Ship has released. You are clear to leave.
But I think the test would probably be find a system that already is full that you can't jump a regular carrier into, and then see if you can jump your squad carrier in. I think that would be the actual test there. Yeah, fill it completely with squad carriers, yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Alright, let's see what our Mobius legacy looks like here now. We'll probably rename to the singular view once I buy arcs here later or something. And where is our black hole in relation to it? Oh, it's like over here. Whenever you can tell what like the orbital period of a station is. Actually, it's not even, they don't orbit till they go active, do they? They have like silly, like they're stationary until they actually start orbiting. So I might have to wait till a tick. I don't think it even shows what like an orbital velocity would be in that case. Sir, this is my station. Get off the pad. Mr. George Rodriguez. I should just shoot him.
Docking request granted. Landing gear deployed. Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Take a look at the interior. See if it already has the tourist interior or if it's just the under construction one. Or if it's the under construction tourist one. This is probably just the under construction generic one. Always got to be the first to walk in your own station, though. Wait, where's the... Oh, there it is.
No gravity.
Like, which direction are the elevators? There, yeah, it's just kind of the dark, under construction interior. That's someone in a, what is that, Diamondback out there. I like how you can see the medium pads, or that's the small pads from here. And hopefully, perhaps, we'll be able to have a good view out this window, maybe of the black hole or something, who knows. When it's orbiting, maybe it'll point that way or not, I don't know. But it's kind of cool that just, thematically have a tourist station out around the black hole. I think if I remember correctly, the black hole should be tourist economy. Or was it military tourist? I can't recall. Can't really look it up either. Desi might know. Still battling Windows security. That's an eternal battle. No, just it should be tourist economy right around the black hole when it's finished. I think.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
Oh, tourism high tech. Okay, I knew it was like tourism and something. I just couldn't remember if tourism was the top or what the other one was. All right, let's see if we can get back aboard on Pinell in time for the jump. Whoa, that's Pinell. Where'd you go there? That was apparently so close that just immediately was like zoom. Yeah, I see the black hole kind of there on the right. Oh, dang it. Why did it drop? Didn't actually drop me in. What the? Stop targeting the wrong version of it.
Charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Dang it. I mean, he went past the thing, apparently. By somehow megameters worth of distance. Oh, I think we just missed it, didn't we?
Refuel no sensors, Commander. Standard flight regulations are in place around this carrier. Attention, a hyperspace jump has been scheduled. Please finish any remaining tasks in this system prior to the carrier's departure.
Why is the voice is like completely like damaged?
Denied. Our carrier uses 7.5
The
kilometer range
Not the flight control, but there's like another voice under it. It's all really broken up. That one. Fix your radio, guys. I'll go watch where it jumps in at then. And the quickest way back to the main star is just to go to another system. The quickest way to travel 160,000 light seconds is to go 7 light years. 14 light years.
Please remain a safe distance from this carrier. A hyperspace jump is imminent.
Who says straight line is the quickest way? And we had the 3-minute ad break hidden while we're waiting for the carrier anyways. It's decent timing, I suppose.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, we just hole punch space to make a quicker route. It's like they think the universe is donut shaped or something. I think, or whatever they think it is, toroidal or something.
Warning. Frameshift drive is floating beyond safety limits.
Might have ended that slightly early.
Incoming message.
No, carrier jump's actually complete, so it's already there then.
Frameshift drive is floating beyond safety limits.
Now we have the surface station to build. Then once we finish the surface station, we should be able to place the Coriolis. Actually, are we able to place the Coriolis already? Actually, that's a good question. We probably got points for this. We got 3 tier 2 points. And what do we actually need for a Cori? Go with dual truss. We need 3. We need 3. We can place it then. This Market Link's High Tech 1 week. Oh, and then since it's around that planet, the rocket should be a refinery, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's right. Hopefully, I'm not making a dum-dum. Make sure I put it in the right slot here. As force AB4 Charlie. But what if we put an asteroid base? Cannot place. Okay. Usually, I'd have thought it just didn't even show an option if that was the case. Security chain shows down. I think that's why we made Meech Reach was to bring up the security slightly. Or something. I think it was a relay station for some reason. What was Meech again? Slight security up. Random security installation or something now. We don't have sufficient construction points though, but that's okay. That's why I needed the security, so I could eventually put one of these, or the relay, so I could put one of those once done. But for now, I'm gonna go to Pinel, and then we gotta build the surface station first. get back to colonization. Yeah. And the other thing, then after this, we need to fill the carrier with 3. No, it's what? Yeah, 3 or 4. But you can only, I think we can only fit really 3 on there. I guess we could also use Serletti though for the 4th. Fill it with 3 outposts worth of materials to be able to quick drop. But they're slightly randomized, right? So we have to do like the plus 10% of each commodity just to be on the safe side. But yeah, I'm definitely starting to get back into colonization now that it seems, at least, hopefully at least it seems that after most of the major changes to how economies work are being implemented, they're not going to do some massive overhaul again like they did with the strong weak links. At most, I imagine at this point it'd be tweaks. I'm not too afraid of my system being completely invalidated like some of the early colonies were because of the just complete overwork. But we got Algenib here, this Algenib Gamma Pegasi. It's the wing of the star that represents the wing of the Pegasus in the Pegasi constellation. So a very famous star even too, that I'm glad we got our hands on. And this whole little chain here is our spinward colonies. We got some of our stuff up here. And we're gonna kind of have a bit of a bit down here, and then we can build stuff in between too in some of these. And this will probably, Algenib probably will be where we launch CA8 from, honestly. Whenever CA8 will be, because it's not going to be this January, because there's another expedition happening this January that I'd rather not be trying to compete with, to put it lightly.
Proceed to your landing pad, Commander.
Landing gear deployed.
But I'm very excited for Distant Worlds 3. That's going to be real fun. If it's anything like Distant Worlds 2, it's going to be a heck of a time. Yeah, we would have been like our slots are so the same. We like because they're launching like I can't remember what exact date, but it's like if I were to have done CEA8, it would have been launching the same exact day. Like the time slots are so similar. It's like yeah. And then I was like, at first I was gonna be like, okay, well maybe I can like if they have a route or something, like just have like a thing. But okay, these are some real stars near their route or whatever for our members. But it sounds like, and you know. I probably should have expected because they didn't Distant Worlds 2 routes hush until the week of. Plus, it sounds like they're going to be using the carriers a lot too. From some of the implications, they said like it's going to be like this waypoint, and then everyone will get on the carrier, and then you'll be on like the whole other side of the galaxy the next week. It's kind of some implications they gave. So I don't know how much of a route it's even necessarily going to be. It sounds like they're going to be switching up how expeditions. They're going to be doing some whole novel stuff kind of thing. So I'm excited for that. Now, we need to withdraw all this Brinkman stuff now. Yeah, because they emphasized very heavily. Wait a second. Did I withdraw from the... Nope. Ceramic 789 from there. Okay. Oh, CMEMs. This is CMEMs, yeah. Yeah, because they implied, you know, we're saying very strongly that the carriers were going to be an integral part of their expedition. Yeah, and they've said not to bring personal FCs. They've said, you know, if they see, you know, your personal FC going around to too many of the systems, they'll kick you from the expedition, stuff like that. So they don't want to be having people interfering with their operations and being able to get to the systems they need to, stuff like that. Under construction site, Brinkman. There it is. Ah, it's around the other side of the planet, though. Going around the planet every time. I'm going to try to... There's going to be a lot to do. I'm going to try to do a reposition jump on the carrier. Let's see if maybe it'll get on that side. Not too big of a deal if it doesn't, but we'll see. We'll try. Because yeah, and then they have like the other thing. So like, with the Commander NiamhKami, we were building it the other day in stream, and I still need to finish it. Because I did go out to because we had the Sidewinder build we were going to do for the Outlander challenge. And then I needed one, I had put on the build a 1D shield generator, and then when I was in the process of building it, I found out, oh, that's only available in a specific engineer's site in Colonia. And so, off-stream one of those nights, I flew all the way out to Colonia, bought a 1D shield generator, actually bought a few of them, and then flew all the way back, and then ordered them to be shipped, transferred to my carrier. So I need to finish that Sidewinder. That's the only thing left, is to putting the 1D shield generator on, engineering it, and then we'll take that Sidewinder out on a flight out to the Distant 3 starting system and dock it there, awaiting January, because we're going to, Commander NiamhKami, we're going to do the Outlander challenge, flying from Bernard's Loop to Colonia in the span of a week to rendezvous with the fleet or whatever. How they plan to enforce it? Well, the enforcement that they've said they're doing, they can't stop people from necessarily jumping their carrier, but they did say that if they see your carrier too often, like a carrier by a certain commander too often following all their systems or whatever, they'll kick that commander from the private group, and so they'll no longer be able to participate in events. So that's kind of the at least the discouragement. There is what I read.
Docking request granted.
So it's basically like, if you want to, you just might not be able to be on the expedition anymore, kind of thing. At least in the official events part of it. But that's really the most they can do. They can pop you out of the private group where all the events are run. No. And there's going to be trolls that are going to interfere with them. I mean, I don't know, there's probably going to be Distant Ganks is going to come back, and I can't imagine they aren't going to bring that back. Yeah, because their main thing is they don't want... They need to be able to get their official carriers to where they need to get them, and they don't want to be having a system clogged with personal carriers.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
All right, back up to Pinel here. It'll be interesting to see how they do that all too, because it doesn't sound like they're going to be using the carriers heavily. It's like this stuff too, and if they are doing like what I'm thinking they're doing, where they're going to be like moving the like mass distances with the carriers, yeah, how they're going to handle stragglers.
3, 2, 1, engage.
Because I know from first-hand experience, you can put out as many memos as you want, going, "Hey, everyone, get aboard, or you're going to be left behind." Because we've had the 2 expeditions where CA2 we went in Mass Tier 67, which can only be accessed by a carrier, or you can only get back out of it with a carrier. You can get in with a neutron jump, and then CA5 we did Caldwell 1, which can only be entered or exited with a carrier. And yeah, you can put as many memos out as you want, saying get aboard the carrier. You're not going to be able to get in, and people will still not get aboard the carrier, and then be like, why can't I get in? Like, See, that's the problem with the squadron carriers, though, is like they can't, like, the distant worlds folks can't really use the squadron carriers, which would be great if it wasn't for the fact that you have to be in the squadron to dock on them. Because, like, the squadron carriers, as an expedition leader, would be amazing for running expeditions. Because you could have you need to jump a carrier a long distance, like you do with, like, whenever I have a leg, I have to jump the carrier many times. Instead of relying on me having to do that, I could have me, Desi, radio silence could all also know the itinerary, and when I'm in bed and maybe one of their awake, they can continue the jumps. You know, so they would be great for squadrons in that thing if it wasn't for the fact that you have to be in the squadron to get on the dang thing. Like, that's the problem. Yeah, the whole selling limpets thing too is kind of an issue, which supposedly is in the works to get fixed. So that I hope should be fixed soon. Because yeah, they should really. Because like I guess the issue with that is flagged to the commodities market when it should really just be flagged to the restock. Honestly. Because it's under the advanced maintenance tab, which you don't get unless you have the restock module. Like, put everything under the advanced maintenance tab to the restock. Constantinos, what? Not what we're doing.
Communications established. Welcome to Ontario, Commander.
Unless some new news came out about something that I have not been abridged on yet.
Finish any remaining
Abridged on bright.
system prior to the
I don't know. I can never pronounce that word. Killer will stand back to Rockstar credit. I don't know. I mean, there's that new scavenger hunt that has the potential to do something with Xenos. Which I still need to do on Commander NiamhKami R2. I went all through it on Commander Kessica. I just haven't actually done it on Neve yet. I like it. Okay, I just noticed this because it's kind of funny. They still have it where when you're targeting the squadron carrier, it has the line for what commander owns it, except for because it's a squadron carrier, it's not technically owned by a commander, so it just says commander blank down there in the lower left. Although it is kind of technically still owned by a commander because only my Commander Kessica can do the livery. So the game is still actually saying, treating it as my actual carrier, as Commander Kessica's carrier too, because I'm the only one who can do livery. But that might just be flagged to the actual squadron leader, possibly too.
Commence jump down. Greetings, Commander. We are glad to have you. Attention. Carrier jump sequence is underway. Lockdown begins in 5 minutes.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Ship released. Restrict speed.
All right, let's see where is the new jump going to be. The new jump's going to be, I think that's the opposite side of the planet, I'd imagine here. Yeah. Okay. So hopefully that should be a little better. Not the Imperial Inquisition. Those things are really pointy and they hurt. I mean, we can't really blame the cutter pilots, right? They're trying to stop. It's a cutter. But ow, the Majestics, ow. Mexican lady cussing you out, okay. Throwing sandals at you when you dock wrong.
Orbital flight engaged.
Fire, no fire zone. You get the chonkle. See, what we got to do is we got to get Abe convince FDev to have Abe do like an official voice. Because he plays Elite. He's a CEA member, and he's a professional voice actor in Mexico. He is the voice of Ramiro in Forza Horizon 5. So get him to do a carrier voice, right? Except for that wouldn't be Mexican lady cussing at you. That's yeah, soothing Mexican guy voice there. Oh gosh.
Docking vessel running. Landing gear deployed.
Internet not knowing other languages, yeah.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
There we go. Now, whoa, what was that nonsense? What was that? Like boing off the pad. I don't know which one I need to go to now. I think this one. I think this is the one that's where it's going to be going to. Yeah, it's not too bad of a position, I suppose. It's not straight up, but better than what we had, I suppose. There we go. It should be jumping on in here any moment now. What is the actual timer on that, I wonder? Yeah, 3 minutes basically. Before it arrives. California sector is like scuffed. Like the Goid's not there anymore or something. The people over colonizing the Goids are gone now. I heard apparently the colonizing Goid system just makes them not spawn or something. What I needed, speaking of the Goids, what I need to do before Distant Worlds 2 is need to get a few people together and go. So I want to retrofit, because with Commander Kezuko, what I want to do is kind of fly like a little bit in my history of exploration ships. So start on the Type 6. Go to my Asp Explorer, then go to my Orca, then go to my Corsair. But I need to retrofit the Asp Explorer and the Type 6 and the Orca with the pre-engineered SCO. So I need to get 3 of the Titan drive components. So if I can get like a few people to come with me, because those things are hard to find, and so they can all fly. We have multiple eyes on it to help me get 3 of those dang things. That would be great. I need to do that at some point before Distant Worlds 3 as well. What are you guys doing over there? Hold on. Are we having... are you guys not getting along? You guys need to behave. What is going on here? This is... Which one of you is wanted? Are you the wanted one? You're the wanted one. Okay. Did I just torp myself? Gosh. I just torped myself, apparently. Apparently, this ship can do that. Now, I apparently torped my pack hounds to death is what happened there. I torped my pack hounds to death.
Target shields offline. Target
Nerd. Alright, so yeah, note to self. Don't boost when torpedoing or you'll shoot your own butt. My ECM is gone, my chaff is gone, my point defense is gone. I torpedoed my own butt. Oh my god, that gives me the stupidest idea to troll a ganker, though. Get pulled by a ganker, just launch a bunch of torpedoes at them, outrun them, and then just basically gank myself and just leave them sitting there like, what did I just witness? That'd be so funny. They'd just be like, huh?
This carrier respects considerate pilots. Fly safely, Commander.
flight assist on.
Clearance granted. Move directly to your allocated path.
Landing gear deployed.
They'd at least get a good laugh out of it. They'd be like, did that commander just... Speaking of ganks, I did something that I got a good laugh at the other day. I ganked someone with my Asp Explorer. Not often do you see an Asp Explorer on the left side of the ED kill board. Because I just imagine submarine, they're like, that's supposed to be on the other side of the kill board. Just reading, they're like, I think that's wrong. Because, you know, I got to access that now, and now I just need to make my KD positive. It's kind of silly, because, like, my KD is almost positive on NiamhKami, except for the fact that their system, I think they're planning on fixing it, from my understanding, but because I found the bug. But with NiamhKami, my name in the journals used to be all caps, and then I had it changed so it's not all caps. But it's telling Commander NiamhKami, all caps, is a different commander than Commander NiamhKami, not all caps. And so for Commander NiamhKami, it's only showing 2 to 10, and then on the other one it's showing 18 to, I can't remember what it was. But it's like, yeah, it should be 28 to, I think like my actual KD on that is 28 to 30 or something. But it's only showing 2 to 10 because that's just what it's been since non-caps. So it's kind of funny. But I need to go kill enough so I can get my KD positive. Oh, that guy with the Asp Explorer counted for 2 because I technically counted when I killed his ship, and then he was still in his SRV, so I killed his SRV. We'll get our villain arc going, you know? Every VTuber's got to have a villain arc eventually, right?
Ship released. Please watch for traffic during departure.
Wait, not Pinnell. Where am I going? Rinkman. Oh, wait, I thought this was going to be on the correct side. Okay, well, whatever then. I guess it rotated slightly then.
Range deployed charger.
feel dead for a second. And I hope they fix this eventually too. Like, so silly. Pop this down on our nice little peninsula there. And I can't remember, what was you said we had to do the, like a surface port and then the Coriolis was, it like was it like boosted the, output or something? Was that what it was? But what were we ramming? I can't remember now. I just noticed those have been held.
Landing gear deployed. Taking damage.
Just land here. There we go.
Successful. Engines disengaged.
It's rocky, ground port, then large, and if anything else, refinery hub, then a surf. Okay. So basically just it boosts what the orbital gets then. And if it's a rocky, you can have it be this instead of a hub.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
Champollion Reach. Charmeleon Reach. Champollion sounds like a Pokemon. I'm sorry. Yeah, Rocky's refinery for the biotype. Yeah, otherwise the hub is needed to make it a refinery. It's strong link. But then if it's rocky, the port just like, does it like boost output or something? Yeah, anyone can deliver to the colony. But the colony sniping is more a case where I'm gonna slow down enough here at the moment. I'll just pop into here real quick. This colony sniping is like, you know, say someone, you know, because we already have this, you know, saying show here, but like when we were chaining down here, we went like here to here to here to here to here. But say someone was watching while they're doing that, and they're like, oh, they must be going for Algenib, and then they would wait until we finish this, and then they would wait for us to actually like they'd be sitting outside the construction ship here for the moment we finish it, and then they would race, dock first, and then lay the claim on this before we would be able to. JHD 1127. Yes, that one's yours, and that one's Die Bunnies. And oh, this is a new one. I don't think I remember seeing that the other day. Billy Guy, the Science Knight. Bill. Okay, I approve of this commander being near us. Oh, there's another one. So this person's going somewhere. I don't know where. Have they brought us into there, or they changed from somewhere? Yeah, we're on there. Okay. Yeah, wherever that person's going. For example, I don't know where they're going. But they're going somewhere. As you can see, they're like pop. know, this person's constructing. But their progress. See, they haven't made any progress though, and they have 2 days. But yeah, basically that, you know. And we're getting dragged along on some of these, so that's artificials, and then they chained off artificials, it looks like. Yes, and artificial's one of our folks. And then sometimes people are chaining off ours, and some people are chaining towards ours, and it was kind of funny because when I initially claimed, was this one? It was the initial claim, like back on like the first day of colonization. Technically, this system here, where is it? LCC. Where was it? BBO. Where's LLC? I don't know. It's BD 2248. Hold on. LCC should be right around here. I am not seeing it though. Oh, there it is. Cineify LCC. There it is. But yeah, so technically when colonization first launched, this was actually the furthest system from Sol with an active colonization contact there. And this was a little enclave, kind of like Robigo Sothis, that not many people knew of. But I knew of it, and I did this first claim. So actually, when I finished this system, this was actually the furthest colony from Sol for like that day. Because then like the next day or the day after, the people who had been chaining like madmen to the Pleiades got further. But for that one day, we were the furthest colony.
Permission granted. Please approach
Yeah.
the designated landing pad in good time.
There's like a website. I lost the URL to it, but like they tracked like the first like month or so of colonies being made, and if you load like that first day, you just see this one dot just suddenly appear over there. Like, yep. It's like everyone was going from the bubble, all seeing just this doop, this one dot over there. That was DCC. And then there was another commander too. Is actually kind of funny. Oh, what was his name? I'll look here in a moment.
Hull integrity compromised. Taking damage.
Land. It was no, we were way down there. There we go. Panda's Paw. Yeah, Commander's Panda Paw. They were originally because they wanted. There's a system out near here that they wanted. They didn't know about this pre-populated enclave because there was 4 systems. This was one of them. LCC was another one of them that were inhabited by Spinner Marchers Alliance concern. They were chaining out to here from the bubble, and then they saw my colony and they're like, wait a second, what? Yeah, they're definitely starting to fill in around us. We're definitely getting a lot of people starting to chain off some of ours too. That's actually kind of cool. That's why I want to get this Algenib finished out too. So if those people that are chaining off of it, they can, well then when they're like, oh, I need to find some commodities around here, they'll go into NAR, they'll be like, where can I find a bunch of steel? Where can I find a bunch of this? And they'll be like, you're in luck, Algenib, you know? So that's also, and then also just for our own purposes, because I want to fill out more in here as well. I want to put some stuff around the 68 Pegasi, some of those other ones, so. Yeah. Blow's still pretty bare.
At maximum capacity.
And I think part of that too is like they start to, because we're already down a little bit low, and it starts to get a little more, the gaps are starting to get closer and harder to go downwards because like a lot of these jumps are going to be more than 15, and so to even progress down you have to be like you know, because like even us getting to Algenib, as you kind of see our chain there, we couldn't just because we were up here, we couldn't just go boom. We had to go zip and then boom, like, because these last 3 systems, you notice they're almost at the same Y coordinate. We had to go over there and then over. And yeah, because yeah, like the Spanch too, and because this is the route we got this with the colonization plotter on Spanch. But yeah, it's just you see here there's a gap right there. So you get down to this, and you have to go around this gap, and further down you go, there's there's a big huge gap here. So if I wanted to go to like 869, you'd have to be like all way around, or like over here. Or say if we wanted to go, oh, there's a better example. Like if we want to get a HIP 807, there's this just huge gap here, right? So to get around, you'd have to go around, one way or the other. Around this, you'd go like over there or over there. So what may be only 49 light years ends up being more like 100 after the detour. Did I fill the cargo already? Hold on, let me look here. Yeah, okay, and over there.
Ship released. You are clear to leave.
There, gas gen up over there. Gotta fill this out. Let's even get Malloggin to put up some more stuff in Lesseth as well, because we got the wing of the Pegasus. We also got the Stinger of the Scorpion as a CA colony. So we got 2 fairly prominent stars there. Just to get more stuff built in Lesseth as well. Too fast. Just watch the latitude and longitude slowly increase there. I think we might be near the equator on this too, because I think at the top, near 0 on the top would be equatorial, I think. Or is it the other way around? Do we execute its run security signature thing? Like it wasn't letting you launch lead or something? Or the co-pilot. The co-pilot was the security signature thing? Yeah, the Windows security stuff's overly aggressive. I use ESET Nod 32, which turns the overly aggressive stuff off, and it's its own firewall and stuff. I've been using ESET Nod 32 since 2006. So yeah, it's being aggressive for the average baseline user that doesn't get their own antivirus program like ESET Nod 32, or I don't even know. Not, God forbid, not Norton or McAfee. God, just know that those themselves are viruses. But like ESET, there's Trend Micro still good. I've heard they used to be good. I don't know if they've fallen down the tube of not being good. Malwarebytes, MBAM. MBAM doesn't have their own firewall built in, though, I don't think. That's kind of part of... I think that's... They're antivirus, but they don't have some of the other protections. Although they do... Maybe they do now. I'm just used to MBAM being mostly antivirus. That'd be on the premium. Fair enough. Yeah, Malwarebytes is good, at least for the virus. And then you could also always have your own firewall and stuff, too.
contracted. Frameshift drive charged. 3, 2, 1, engage.
Yeah, because we got the 2 routes to our goal there. See which one's juicier for us for the possibly building stuff in the interims as well. Because I like if I have to chain to something, I want to also use the interim stuff. I don't want to be leaving another chain of pointless empty systems, right?
Permission granted. Please approach your designated landing pad in good time.
Oh yeah, no, look at that. Our ship matches our carrier now too, actually. Oh, pff. The sun could be in the right position. Thanks. There we go. Yeah, so we got matching ships now. Oh, it's flying like this is a little weird. Hold on. All right, we'll go over there. I'll put our landing gear down. Do I even have a pad yet? I don't know.
Flight system on.
Yeah, we looked at that a little earlier, the emerald green paint. That's kind of cool as well. That could work well too, because I know at least green gold was kind of like Keltum Empire, at least color. So like my Kezika is like also part of the patronage for Keltum, which green and gold, and then we kind of got purple and yellow in our CEA logo, just because I'm kind of the Deve Cabinari personality now.
Hull integrity compromised.
It kind of makes sense for that. It looks a little bit like land and water, a little more than green and gold would. Unless we want a really polluted ocean. Closest I could get to our CEA logo. Purple and black's always good too. That's why we got to get. Yeah, I'm really excited to get through Act 3 is on the Baldur's Gate 3. I really always like Act 3 and Baldur's Gate, so tomorrow's Baldur's Gate 3 stream. We might go a little long too, because I don't have to like necessarily wake up in the morning, so we could probably go a little long on it. We'll see how that goes. Tomorrow I think tomorrow we're gonna do more Baldur's Gate 3. I think, unless I have to do more of this or something, but who knows. I probably won't necessarily finish this tonight, but not like it's a super rush, and I can probably idly do this while I'm working tomorrow too, because the Saturdays are sometimes kind of slow.
Frameshift drive targeted. 3, 2, 1, engage.
And then we'll finally be able to get in after Baldur's Gate 3. Then we got the Cyberpunk 2077 becoming a Corpo V tuber. Be a Corpo V tuber. Hopefully the performance holds out on that. I tune the performance to be like it takes up just like 99% of my GPU for 72 frames per second. If it still causes and I can move the lurk bait over to the onboard if that lags. If it causes the tits to lag, so I can always just turn off the ray traced reflections. Yeah, and then There's also, you know, check the command channel about an Earth-like near Spinward, too. Rose Tequila told you to change your Guardian plasma from mod plasmas. Know anything about what those are? I think that's the Salvation plasmas, or they're like, what are they? The pre-engineered plasmas. I haven't personally used them, so I don't remember where they're available. But the Guardian shard cannons, the Guardian plasma chargers, and the Guardian, what are the rail guns? What are they called? Gauss cannons. The Guardian Gauss cannons. Oh, at Booney. Yeah, okay. It's like Azimuth or something else, yeah. It's yeah, and you need like certain materials to do it, and I think you need the Booney permit. The mod, the Azimuth or whatever, Gauss cannon's not worth it. The regular Gauss cannon's better. Because I think what was that one? It's like the Imperial Hammer, but Gauss cannon's like 3 shots or something. It's just not as good. The shards are just, there's no reason to use non-mod shards, pretty much. And the chargers, I've not used them, but I've heard they're really good. I've just never really used the plasma chargers myself.
Landing gear deployed.
A lot of my AX, I use the Gauss cannons, not the mod ones, though, just the regular.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Musashi makes it. Yeah, there's like a few places, if I remember correctly. It's been such a while since I built any of that stuff, though.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
Yeah, 2 days, 15 hours. Yeah, and I set a reminder on the Discord myself as well. So our sesh bot there will actually give me a reminder as well on the Discord, because we do have the sesh bot. We have sesh premium, which, yeah, I pay a little bit for. So use it. But yeah, we definitely, if that person doesn't finish their stuff, we want that. And then we want the other thing we've been talking about. Cooldown for the failed? No. There's possibly a cooldown for them if they failed it 2 times. So if this is the second time they failed it, they won't be able to reclaim it. But I think it should be claimable as soon as it fails or shortly after. I don't remember.
Clearance granted. Move directly to your allocated path.
Landing gear deployed.
See, that one's kind of a shame though, because like you can't. There's no construction slots around the Earth. Like, is kind of the unfortunate one about that. But I do kind of want to have one of my colonies at least be an Earth-like in it. So I'll probably try and nab that if he fails.
Contact confirmed. Hangar crew is ready. Green.
Yeah, there's no slots around the Earth-like at all. But it still has an Earth-like, which is still kind of cool. So I want to have an Earth-like at least in one of my colonies somewhere. So yeah, if that fails, I'll nab it.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Landing clamps disengaged. Please watch for traffic during departure.
Yeah, not even the primary port slot. The primary port's around some other body, and yeah, when you actually look at the architect map, there's no ports at all on the Earth-like at all.
Orbital flight engaged.
Yeah, the primary was around the Earth-like, so it's like you don't want to waste it. You want to get something nice on there, you know. Yeah, you're like, well, we got to do a T3. It's an Earth-like. That's why, yeah, if I ever like an Earth-like that does have a slot on it, I don't want it to be the primary slot. That way I can build stuff up and then do the T3. Yeah. Such a ridiculous. The population sizes for the colonies almost like are almost extreme. Like, so that's the thing. It's like holy shit, how fast they populate this things. It's like in a matter of weeks you've moved like 700 million people into a starport. I know. It's like, where are they all coming from? Yeah, like I think the numbers are a little extreme, like for the suspension of belief kind of thing. It's like the people move into those things so fast. It's like it's a little, like I don't know, but I think even logistically that many people moving in the span of a week, where the station has like 20, 24 whatever pads, seems a little fast. Yeah, even like 7 weeks. Imagine moving 700 million people into you know a single city in the space of 7 weeks. Just the logistics involved. Holy shit.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
I know, but yeah, the ships you can only hold like 50, you know, 100 like what is the Beluga? Well, I guess the Corvette holds the most passengers, but it's still like 120 passengers is all. How many Corvette trips is 700 million?
Frameshift drive joined.
And then how long are they actually sitting on that pad, hogging that large pad, while everyone takes all their beds and their dressers and out of the out of the moving truck? I mean, surface could make a little more sense, but like for the orbital stations, like. Push for me and get 20K in a Beluga. Just back them in like sardines. Yeah, the stations must come with like pre-furnished apartments because you aren't getting the people moving their beds and their dressers and all that with them because you know, geez, that'll just take up too much time on the pads. You gotta dock them on the pads, throw them out the airlock, and be like, bye, have a fun life. I gotta go pick up the next passengers. Hee hee, boo. Actually, yeah, how many passengers could the Pathern Clipper hold? It might actually outdo the Corvette, can't possibly. Is the Clipper the new king of passengers?
Access granted. Please
Yeah, just ship the yeah. To move to this system, you must first sit in this escape pod. Oh, that might be a thing too, because like I always Because, like, the headcanon I've kind of had to come up with, too, because, like, you could blow up anywhere in the galaxy, and then you'll be teleported back to your nearest station, right? Headcanon I've kind of come up with that is that, because the distance an FSD can send you is dependent on mass. So if you're only, say, 1 ton, you know, perhaps a strong enough FSD could basically shoot you across the entire galaxy in an escape pod. And so my headcanon on that is always that the FSD always is holding an ejection charge. It always is set, always running. Or if it needs to pop your escape pod into a little wormhole and pop you out into the space right in front of a station.
Hangar crew is ready.
So maybe that's what they're doing. They're just putting them in escape pods, like, and boop, there you go, and boop, there you go, and then they got someone outside the station scooping them all up. That's not. Oh, yeah, this one.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Release confirmed. Restrict speed until clear of Altaria.
I see the gas gen over there too as we go on each run. Before these ads end, I'm gonna right back and grab another drink.
You have less than no fire zone. Until next time, Commander.
Apparently the drinks were already right next to me. There we go. Okay. Drink refilled.
3, 2, 1.
Alright, we're gonna slow down to 30C and open the door about a kilometer out. Each have a shopping bag full of air. Use it wisely and aim well.
Flight engaged.
Oh, wait. I know. Specialized torpedoes that the escape pods are attached to. And they just fly into... Well, that's just limpets. Limpets that just fly into the station and just drop the escape pods in there. As the beluga flies by. Flipper can carry 130... Oh, I was hoping for more. That's... 116. 138, oh, you know. Tom evolved and now the unit wants to go on Wi-Fi. It evolved an internet connection.
Docking request granted.
212 to 202. Okay, that's a... Wait, so the Corvette's still the king of passengers then? Huh. Because you can't. Oh, okay, because the dedicated cargo slots, you can't put passengers in. But you can also carry 500. You have the 202 passengers, but an additional 576. You know, low socioeconomic peasant passengers. Okay.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
At least 20 people in Class 2 hardpoint. Yeah. Oh, I remember the Anaconda when the Odyssey first came out. The hardpoint covers for the ones on top of the ship, like the was it the dorsal surface of the ship, were non-collision, so you could actually just, if you didn't have an actual gun in there, you just jump in there.
Ship release. Engines engaged.
And it was just like the size of a business conference room.
Retracted.
Yeah, I don't think necessarily that commander I mentioned is going for it. Because if they really were, I don't think they would have picked the system they did off the system that we're intending to chain off of. Because I think if they were really going for it, they would have also used Spanish, and they would have went from system A to the system B that we got, not the random system that they're building. So I don't think they're really going for it, but it's, you know, it's one of those like, yeah, just in case. Just in case, you should be aware.
Frameshift drive charged.
But yeah, I don't think they're necessarily going for it. And I'm also, you know, kind of surprised no one's gone for it, honestly. But, you know, maybe people just don't know about the real peculiarity of those two systems, so who knows? But it will definitely, I really want that now. Yeah, the booney place. I think there's like a permit to it. I can't remember. Did it get good with azimuth? I think it was. I imagine it's still permit locked. Let's see if it shows up in here. Let's see. Soul Horse, LTT 198, Beta Hydra, Van Manens, Astron, Summerland, Facisa, Ekanara, Terra Mater, Joden, PLX 695, Peregrina, Mense, XB, Crom, Tiliala, Ross 120, and Hodak, Sirius, Isnor, Vega, Luiton, Hip, Booney. Yep, Booney. Okay, so it is permit locked. And that also is every single permit you can actually even possibly get it right now.
Move directly to allocated.
And probably the rarest permit that the rarest permit for people to have, the CQC Homeworld permit.
Landing gear deployed.
But yeah, like getting allied with a fashion's not too hard. If you go explore for a bit, get 6 million worth of data, and then turn that in, you can go from neutral to allied.
Landing complete. Commence jump down.
Just instantly.
Welcome to Ontario, Commander.
That's what I did for the most. Was after I came back from Celebration of Early Astronomy, the first one, I just went to all the ones that just was like, oh, you just need to get allied with these guys. I just went bop, 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 and just got them all. And 6 million for you, and 6 million for you, and 6 million for you. And they all loved me. Yourself out with Brewer and you'll be less likely to scan as you try to deliver instruction supplies. Oh, I didn't know they were less likely to scan, yeah.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
I mean, I don't, I mean, it's not like the scan's really an issue unless I'm building a military base and I know how to smuggle if that's the case. It is dumb. They need to, like, not make battle weapons illegal for that specific thing, or just like change their change the government type to something where there's not illegal commodities that you know. Just make them an anarchy, like. Got to ally with the nearby system. Let me see. Let me see where you have to actually get it from. 'Cause I think it's not a nearby system. I think it's H2.
Until next time, Commander.
I think it's azimuth, but I'm trying to verify. Yeah, so permit holder is Azimuth Biotech. Oh, they're in a lot of colonies, apparently, so maybe there's one near there. So it used to be there, like, only in T Towery, which is not even in the bubble, but I think with colonization now they're in more again. You got to come back with the Warrant Heatseek launcher. Oh, yeah, they have a mega ship like next door. That's right? Because I should know, of all people in the game, I should know about those mega ships. I'm the one that caused them to exist. Much to Close Encounter Corps' chagrin. So yeah, all the factions that are a permit holder will have a mega ship in a nearby system to the permit system. Within, specifically within, I think 15, was it 15? Yeah, within 15 light years. Or was it within 20? Within 15 or 20, I can't remember which it was. We'll have a mega ship that's hard-coded to be in a system within that range of the permit system. Because basically the long story is, back when I was getting all of these, I went and got all of them, and then when I went to get that one that says Peregrina system permit, there was a little issue. Close Encounter Corps, a squadron out there, had retreated Peregrina aristocrats from every system except Peregrina and one system that was about 30 light years from Peregrina. And I got allied with Peregrina aristocrats and was trying to get because then you go to the mission board and you get you take this mission that gives you the permit, basically. Just you take it and it just gives you the permit. So you don't have to do anything. It just gives it to you. But it wouldn't populate this permit. No matter what I was doing, I was, going different mission, the interior mission board, the exterior, like, different things. And it wouldn't populate no matter what I did. And so I put in a ticket with FDev, and they had me like try a couple other things. It's like it's still not populating because they're like try it in Horizons, try it in this mode or whatever. I can't remember. I think this was before Odyssey, or no, it was just after Odyssey. This is what 2022. It's like October 2022. They kept trying all these different things, and then eventually the support agent's like, okay, I'm gonna have to go talk to the developers. He went and he talked to the developers. They found that the way they had coded the permit missions was that they could only spawn within 15 light years of the permit system. And so he's like, okay, well, we're gonna put in a fix for this in the next few weeks. For now, we're just going to force it to give you the permit. We're just gonna edit your account or whatever that you have the permit. And then it was like 3 or 4 weeks later on the next patch, during server downtime, came back, and every single one of those systems, Peregrina, Booney, Jotun, for example, all those, Terramater, now had a system next to them, usually whatever the next closest system was, with a hard-coded megaship for that faction in it. And to say Close Encounters core leadership had a meltdown was an understatement of the... They were threatening to sue FDev, the whole 9 yards. Like, it was ridiculous.
Ship released.
But yeah, no, I'm the person that made those be a thing. Yeah, sue them for what the game is not theirs. Yeah, no, the logic was very tenuous. Well, the logic was like, they were like, we spent like 2 years retreating this faction from all of these systems, and you went and put them back in a system that we retreated them from, undoing our hard work, blah, blah, blah. You've undone 2 years of our work, blah, blah, blah. And now we're going to have to constantly maintain them from going up in this system, and, you need to fix this or we're going to file a lawsuit, blah, blah, blah. Oh, it was so bad. It was so funny. And I kept commenting. I'm like, guys, you are like, because at the time they owned like 100 some sisters. Like they're not a small. It's like, if you guys can't keep one faction in one system low, like maybe you don't deserve to have that system. Oh, Close Encounters core is very fun. They're very fun. They are very fun. Not just because of that one thing. They are fairly infamous in the BGS community for reasons. One of which was taking when Russia invaded Ukraine, taking that into the game and deciding to attack a nearby Ukrainian player faction because of it. So yeah, no, they're very fun. And I think they still have an ongoing war that, like, since the like a few years back they had the Marlinists, and then the Marlinists have a little colony that was put into the game, conveniently also like right in the middle of CEC space. Which when that happened, because it was it was still after the megaships thing, and then I was like, oh, C's not going to be happy about that. No, they weren't happy about that either. And they're still in like a constant war with the Marlinists. Like they're just like, because there's player groups that run the Marlinist factions there, and CEC refuses to recognize them as valid.
Welcome to Ontario, Commander.
And their leadership will still continually be like, no, you're not allowed to do BGS for NPC factions. That's not a player basically the argument is that's not a player faction that you applied to and had put in the game. You're not allowed to do BGS for them. And that's and CEC will not budge from that statement. That stance. They spend a lot of time unhappy, don't they? They're Russian. I don't think more needs to be said. They just like love to complain, and it's like this trope with Russians from what I've seen. I mean, British people like to complain a lot too. I think it's not uniquely, but it's just something that seems to be a thing they do.
Commander, loitering in this area is not allowed. Please make way.
Chain 2 systems are buildable but not convenient.
Landing complete.
Is it just like 2 of them are just like only kind of thing? Oh no, we got drop frames. Hold on. And still dropping. Okay, this one. We're good. Okay. There's some it's been an ongoing thing with IRL Toolkit. Thankfully, with these DDoS attacks, they can only seem to target like 1 or 2 of the ingest servers. So I use a service called IRL Toolkit. So I could do that. Like what I actually was doing was stopping my stream and changing where I was pushing my stream to. It lets me do my split to YouTube as well. But another one too is if, say, my game crashes or my OBS crashes, or I need to restart my computer or whatever other things, it doesn't end the stream. It goes to that lovely Aurora video that I made. The problem is there was a little while back, Kai Cenat did a thing called Streamer University. Well, some haters basically decided they don't like him doing that or something. I don't know much about it, but apparently they started DDoSing IRL Toolkit because the IRL Toolkit was a service they used for that as well. A lot of the big streamers use IRL Toolkit. And for some reason, they every few weeks they keep coming back and like attacking for a little bit. And they were doing it earlier today, and I guess that maybe they're just starting to hit the one I was on again. And so basically, I had to switch. I was originally on what's called Global. I had to switch over. The first one when I came back from them, and I was trying Washington D.C. That didn't work, so I went over and tried Dallas. And that's the one I'm on now, because they only seem to like target 1 or 2 at a time. They only have enough DDoS bandwidth to do that, but it's really annoying. And it's like, it's not IRL Toolkit's fault. It's these haters, basically, that are attacking this service that has no actual, like, affiliation with Kai Cenat, except for the fact that he uses it. But, like, Ludwig uses it, like, Queso uses it. Like, a lot of the big names use IRL Toolkit as well. Because it has these benefits, and the benefits that I use it for. Yeah, every time this isn't the kind of middle school, and like apparently, like at least the ones they were doing like 2 months ago were like they were like massive DDoSes. Apparently, they were like like the third biggest DDoS that like has been known. Like it was like a ridiculously huge DDoS. But yeah, it's kind of silly. I don't know what these kids or whatever, like what their logic is. Like, and I can't remember what the other, because apparently it was like because of some beef between Kai and some other streamer. But the stupidest part was, and these DDoSers were like fans of this other streamer. But the stupidest thing was, this other streamer also uses IRL Toolkit, and so all they were doing was also hurting him. Like, it's like it's like you have hurt yourself in your confusion, effectively. Because like IRL Toolkit's a very popular service with streamers. And it's called IRL Toolkit because the main idea of it is that like the IRL streamers that stream on their phones and stuff use it, so when they hit through a pocket where they don't have cell signal or whatever, it doesn't end their stream constantly. Because without something like this, a cloud OBS relay, you do an IRL stream just wouldn't be feasible. You'd have like one 2-hour stream would be like 20 VODs. Yeah, the target systems. Well, both the target systems. I didn't pull from the wrong one. Okay, I've been pulling all from Brinkman. Good. I was afraid there for a moment I pulled from the wrong one or something.
Ship has released. Departure authorized.
But yeah, that's what the drop frames is about. But I have my streamer bot set up that every 2 seconds it checks with my OBS what the grand total of drop frames have been, and if the difference between the check 2 seconds prior and the current one is any other number other than 0, it makes my lights flash orange to tell me that, hey, drop frames are happening. That's how I'm like, oh, yeah, that's why you see me like, what? Because this light over there is what flashes at me.
Freight drive charging.
And then the other nice kind of part of the service too is you kind of saw I have the disconnect protection screen with the custom video I made with the Aurora time lapse, and I don't get the silly Twitch disconnect protection, the emote with the guy holding his face or whatever. And I even think the funniest bit too is during last year's TwitchCon, Dan Clancy, the CEO of Twitch, actually used IRL Toolkit for the keynote speech, so as not to rely on Twitch's own disconnect protection, because he knew how unreliable it was. Which, you know, says a lot when the CEO doesn't even want to use his own product. You know, the cost doubling, you get 6T3 here, maybe 7. Wow, that would be cool. And it's over kind of in it's like up above the Pleiades, isn't it? I don't want to open it on stream, you know, OPSEC, but and I just love that peculiar aspect of the two systems, which, well, I won't say specifically because that might give it away. It's a very unique, peculiar aspect.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
All right, back over to the carrier.
Landing gear retracted. Freight ship drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Gotcha. From either of the two starting points, I assume it's basically the same, I think, right?
Thank you for visiting our carrier, Commander. We look forward to your customs. Permission granted. Please approach your designated landing pad in good time.
Yeah. Nothing in between worth diverting to. Yeah. I just fair enough, you know, if there's one where an option is just like just a sun, or one that has like a sun and maybe a planet or two, yeah, that might be a little better than just a sun. That's pretty much all I care about in the interims, but
Landing gear deployed. Hull integrity compromised.
One more safe landing. Hangar crew is ready. Our services are available for use.
I think I looked earlier. They are valid to colonize, I hope. Pretty sure I remember looking at that, though.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
We have a thing with 8, we have a thing with 5,000. And then we have 2,000 on the steel, I think I saw. Yeah, that's. I think I remember seeing that, yeah.
You are clear
And
to
then I was like, did I remember seeing that? But I can't look right now. I could, if I went to the BRB screen, I could for the moment, but I don't feel like doing that for folks. Not docking.
granted. Move directly to your allocated path. Acknowledged. Your docking request has been cancelled. Speed restrictions have been lifted. This is flight control. Signing off.
Freight ship drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Throttle down, not go too fast. Oh,
Orbital flight engaged.
I'm not gonna. I'm gonna have to angle that one. That would have been too steep. And it throttled down fast enough. Over there somewhere. our way on downtown.
Docking request denied. Docking request granted. Landing gear deployed.
The system we're currently in, this is going to be a refinery system to help us with a refinery station, at least help us with the rest of ours. This is Algenib, is also known as Gamma Pegasi, is the wing of the Pegasus constellation. The star that represents the wing.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
We're just need to finish this, and then we'll have Coriolis to finish at some point as too, to get all the production of all the refinery goods in the works.
Engines engaged. Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, is there? Yeah, these systems keep looking juicier and juicier.
We see all no sensors, Commander. Standard flight regulations are in place around this carrier. Permission granted. Please approach your designated landing pad in good time.
I don't know if there's even already refineries already in operation out there. I don't know. It looked like it was just off of a chain though, but maybe we don't even. Maybe we could actually just truck from a local refinery. Save having to fill a carrier, but yeah, I'll have to look at that later.
Landing gear deployed. Pilot integrity compromised.
Landing complete. Cleared to disembark. Greetings, Commander. We are glad to have you.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Landing gear retracted.
Ship has released. Restrict speed until clear of our carrier.
Heavy gravity, light atmosphere, low temperature, but Earth-like. It's the diet Earth-like, right? It's on a diet.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Orbital flight engaged.
Oh yeah, they definitely are grabbing them like hotcakes. I know there's like known like people that are sniping chains to Earthlikes, so you have to be careful when you're doing that too, Desi, because those people might see the chain as think the chain's actually going to the Earthlike. So you gotta be careful of that too. I mean, you know, if you are going to the Earthlike afterwards, I guess it kind of is, but you know. Axie people have been sniping, really? They've been mostly looking for like the Earthlikes and stuff though, so that's one you have to be careful to get on if you do want that Earthlike. Yeah, I got to build the last 2 hops in a single session, which, you know, if you and a few friends, yeah, that's definitely feasible. Because that's what we did with you know, 86 Pegasi and Sinuify SIB to get that claim on Algenib. We did that in one session as a group.
Document present granted.
And then, you know, when you're doing that last drop, you have someone ready in a medium ship right nearby, just in case said people are also online. Yeah, like maybe an hour. Minimizes the time.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
And hopefully hopefully the BGS, like the elections hanging, is not going to be an issue for us, because we'll have to BGS election ourselves into control from Black Star.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged. Freight ship drive charging. 3, 2, 1. Engage.
This is Flight Control. Access to this carrier must be authorized in advance. Clearance granted. Move directly
Yeah.
to allocated path.
Yeah, that's the other thing too, is like minimizing how long you have to chain too. It's a lot of the sniping too is these people that are chaining like 10, 15 systems, making it really obvious where they're going. Whereas if you're chaining just like 2 or 3 or 4, you know, it's not as much of a red flag to the people that are looking for those kind of chains.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, like we could probably even do the whole path in one session. Yeah, as long as we can load the squad carrier up with enough in advance. All right, withdraw. What am I doing? Oh, still pulling. Brinkman. Okay.
Landing trap disengaged. Please watch for traffic during departure.
So we just need to load, the amount that a outpost normally takes, then plus an additional, what, the 10% I think is the give or take that it sometimes can cause on it. All the way glide down. With the power play effect, we should get the option to pick whoever we want in our system. You can work with your own person with your Grammy stuck in the middle. Yeah. If you're talking about colonies, yeah, like that kind of just colonizing the space of the person you want. You colonize in the middle of like Archon space and you want Yuri there. That's just kind of a big ask. But yeah, if they let it be completely up to the colonizing commanders, though, that would effectively break power play, though. That would make it entirely too easy for, like, Li Rong Yui just to run away with it, basically, with just sheer numbers of players. If any just one commander be like, yeah, now this system's ours, just without much work. Yeah, you'd have to at least make it still require a ton of work. But like, yeah, maybe allow if the architect is with a certain power, then they can acquisition that system, but they have to acquisition all the way to fortified. But they can do it without maybe being in range of another fortified. That could be the balance there. That I could see could be fair enough. makes it so, you know, it's more extra work than normal to acquire, because you have to, since it's going to be alone, you have to acquisition it all the way to fortified before actually acquisitioning it. That's its balance there, and then, you know, does allow a little bit of that colonization choice and powering away from the bubble.
This is flight control. Access to this carrier must be authorized in advance. Permission granted. Please approach your designated landing pad in good time.
By using the same system calls, you have to purchase the power, and then you have to like deliver stuff to or whatever to actually do. Yeah, something like that. Kind of similar idea, but lets you just purchase them, I guess. I mean, if you were with a certain power, I just would figure the tying it to the architect can just whoever the architect's already affiliated with, kind of makes a lot of sense though. So I don't really see why an architect would purchase for a power other than their own, to be fair. This is like, why would I, you know, I'm Torval, so why would I purchase Grom for my system, you know? But I mean, I guess, you know, if they want to go with that, that works. I just don't think people would really be utilizing the option of the others that much, to be fair. Unless there's some just independent guys like, I think it'd be funny to have Archon here, you know, something. But they're not really into power play. I guess that could be the option there for the unaffiliated ones, but...
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Landing gear retracted.
Landing clamps disengaged. Restrict speed until clear of our carrier.
Those like mounts sometimes. Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be a big group activity. It is not meant for it to be a single player thing, to be fair. So I think it is kind of good in that regards. Like, it is meant to be a good, like, mini player effort is the intent.
Freight drive charging.
Yeah. I mean, when Sutil relics were going, that made it possible to solo acquisition stuff. I solo acquisition or duo acquisition a few things. Like just me and another, basically.
Orbital flight engaged.
I know we did a bunch for LHS 1734, then I did a bunch for Stickum Fort 1442. And so much for Proponent 2. I still haven't redeemed that game code I got from East India Company for all the assistance. Radio silence past the game. It was like, oh, you give Neve the game code, and then just haven't actually redeemed it yet. I don't know. far. Back it on up. Beep, 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 beep.
Taking damage.
Apparently I need to back it up a little more.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
68 now.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged. Freight ship drive target. 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Our colony bot still running the AWS server I got? Yeah, it is. Okay, cool.
Thank you for visiting our carrier, Commander. We look forward to your custom. Clearance granted. Move directly to your allocated path.
Flight assist off. Flight assist on. Landing gear deployed. Landing gear retracted. Landing gear deployed. Landing gear retracted. Hull integrity compromised.
Almost safe landing. Commence shutdown. Welcome, Commander.
I think some of these, see if there's any smaller ones. We got the 5,000 there. We got the 69 on this one. Take the smaller Brinkmans. Carrier colonization Brinkman. Surf 583 surface stabilizers. Ad break now, dang it. Okay.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity. Landing gear retracted.
Ship released. You are clear to leave.
The sound being really like, oh, that's weird. It's like being a like barely even a blip there when I'm like thrusting up. That's funny. When I'm not thrusting. The game, or is that like my mixer being weird? Which one's the music one? All right. It's just the game being weird. So my music monitor didn't change anything really.
Orbital flight engaged.
Got a long glide here engaged. Is that like the audio cutting out for you guys too, or? Is it doing a weird blippy cutout for you guys? Yeah, I think it's just the game. The game. I see it being reflected in my actual view meter there on the OBS. It's blipping down.
Docking press granted. Landing gear deployed. Landing gear retracted. Landing gear deployed. Landing gear retracted. Landing gear retracted. Landing gear deployed. Landing gear retracted. Landing gear deployed.
All the landing gear.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Alright, a little bit more there.
Retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged. Frameshift drive charging. 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Hop on back over to the carrier real quick. And get ourselves docked there again before we wrap.
We welcome your business as a carrier commander. Please enjoy your stay with us. Clearance granted. Move directly to your allocated path.
Landing gear deployed.
Where is our pad gonna be?
Hull integrity compromised.
Yeah, it's like the sounds are cutting off. Weird.
Contact Contact confirmed.
Up in there. I think that was just the game being buggy with the sounds. Let's see who's online though. He's like doing subathon, but he's sleeping. Okay. There we go. Let's get the raid message there then. Yeah, it's just the sound was being so weird to me. I'm like, is it my mixer having trouble with the sound, or is it the game? Because it's just like certain sounds were like just being cut off short, and I was like, kind of the one part of it, you know, building a new computer, because like usually in tech it's like, okay, if you're gonna change something, change one thing at a time, so if something goes wrong, you know what, you know, affected it. Except when you're building a new computer, you're changing everything. And if something breaks, you don't know what broke it. That's like, is the mixer being weird? Because I'm not using the sound card like I used to. I'm just going straight into the Wave XLR now. Not many people right now. What is he just starting? Hold on. I think he's just starting. That's interesting. I wonder if I can. I don't know if I've ever rated this guy, but let's see if it works. There we go. Got Rowan Betjeman of Viva La Dirt League has just gone live. I've played PUBG before with him back when they kind of started their channel, and they're just a few years old, and did routine Discord game nights. So we're gonna check them out. I've never had a chance to rate in the VLDL guys, but we're gonna go check out Rowan, Viva La Dirt League. And we got our raid message there. Get those copied. And otherwise, we'll be live again tomorrow. We're doing some Baldur's Gate 3, I imagine. Doing that a little bit long, so we can get through Act 3 there, wrap up that. I'm excited. I always liked Act 3. It has a lot of the clever battles and stuff. So we're going to do that. And thank you everyone for coming on by, chatting, letting me be part of your day. All the bit stuffs and the subs and all that stuff. Pleasure as always, and I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.